YouTube. Today I have something really special for you, and today I'm going to be reviewing my Sword and TWH Vermeer TG7000 tub grinder. TWH makes the tub grinder, and Sword makes the Peterbilt 379 tractor that comes with this. And then you have your 3 cones and a small pick tool. That's what's included with this model. And I might end up making this review in 2 parts, one for the truck and one for the tub grinder. But I'm going to start off with the tub grinder since that is what the model is all about. And this model is in 1/50th scale. You can purchase it from diecastmodels.co for $242, and that is the regular price on their website. So as we go, I'm actually going to be putting the tub grinder into transport mode. Okay, here you have your conveyor belt. Then the conveyor belt, it turns, the rubber turns, and it's got some very fine hydraulic detailing and a little guard down there. And then you have some little towing points there, and some Vermeer branded mud flaps. And then there are the lights back there, like your rear lights. And there's also a non-slip surface. So now moving on to the tub. On the tub turns, and then that little rubber band is the simulated chain drive. And then up here you have a little guard so things don't come flying out of the tub. Then as you open this up, you have the your screen, so you can get specific chip sizes. The anvil, and this is a duplex drum, and it would turn this way. Oops, the anvil always falls out. It's very annoying. So I'm just going to take that out real quick. And transport mode, your screens come out and you store them in that little thing. Alright, so then the drum is actually attached to the drive shaft, and as you turn your drum, you can see the drive shaft move. If I turn the drive shaft, if I move the drive shaft, the drum will move. I think that's just really cool. And the blue thing, you got your transmission, and then a whole bunch of hydraulic detail, and you can even see the chain drive and the hydraulic cylinder that pushes it up and down. And then you can't forget the TG7000 logo. So now I'm just going to go put the guard down there. It's in transport mode. Then to go put the the conveyor in transport mode, you just lift it up and then it goes over there. So now we're going to go have a look at the extremely detailed engine. The engine's just amazing on this model. It's a Cat 3412E, and it will deliver 1,000 horsepower. It's a 1,000 horsepower engine. Kind of hard to see in here, but it's a very detailed engine, and I'll show it to you from the other side. And that little black dot right there, that's your exhaust pipe for the engine. And here, in this little crawl space, you can use that just for storage, or you can do radiator work. Then when you look in the engine, you can see the radiator, then you can see the fan detail, which is just amazing. So next you got your stabilizer. The stabilizer, like you pull the little locking bar to go. Alright, so what you do to go put it up, you push that bar and then push up the stabilizer and then pull the bar out. And then you just do the exact opposite to put it down. And next you have your step, a little fold up step. And that folds up for transport mode. And then here you have your operator's panels. These are all the controls like diagnostics for the engine status, all that, and that's where you would turn it on from, tub rotation, all that. And I read that in the spec books that it gives you. It gives you an assembly guide and a spec book about the real machine. Then that just folds up nicely. Now you have DOT taping there, and then you have a little light, and then some steps to go up there. So now up here on the front, we'll move the crane out of the way. Yeah, this thing, it's not a continuous 360. It stops at one point. But there, that's the little cab rest, because the cab tilts down for transport mode. Here's your Ingersoll Rand air compressor, which is optional. There's your cone space, so you can go store your cones, and you have some lights there. Then these are all hydraulics, like all these things, these 5 doors things. Then that little green cap, that green cap is for your diesel, and you can tell it's diesel because it's green, and diesel's represented by green. So now moving on to the other side of this model. The other side of the model is literally almost identical, except you have your hinges for the tub, and then you have your, like it's basically a copy, and then you have your stabilizer, and it's pretty much the same as the other one, except the locking bar you push out to unlock, and then you pull it to lock it. And this one, since it's kind of wide, it goes in, but it only goes in a little bit, and it does that on everybody's. Like when I was thinking about getting this model, it happened on every review that I saw, so like I don't know what they're trying to do, if that's just a design flaw or whatever. I'll go show you the radiator from this side, even though it's exactly the same. I don't think I've ever opened it from this side. So yeah, here's the inside. And as you can see, that door is etched through. Then here's the engine from this side. Wow, this tip's really demented on the end of my picker. I'm sorry, this is taking a while, guys. Alright, there we go. Here's the other side of your engine, the Cat 3412. And there's nothing really special there. So now moving on to the crane, I almost forgot about that. On the crane, the grapple is all metal. It's a continuous 360 spin. Then it just opens up, and this is just your standard clam grapple. And you just close it up. And you do have some very fine hydraulic detailing on the model. And you can't put it out like that or else it goes down. But when I have it in, like when I pose this and I have it in operational mode, I put the grapple just under that guard so it looks like it's got something. Excuse me. So I'll show you the other side of the stick and boom. Now, alright, so the other side, the stick and boom, they feature excellent hydraulic detail. And if you see this, I don't think it's broken because I looked at it in the spec book and saw that, and then also that they all just come like that. I actually sent this one back because I thought it was broken, but on the replacement, it turns out that it came the same way. So I mean, either I have really bad luck, or it's supposed to be that way. But I'm putting my money on it's supposed to be that way. So now we're going to go move on to the loader's cab. Now on the loader's cab, you have to assemble these little deck, like these little rails, like just these two up here on the catwalk. Then your door opens to reveal an extremely detailed operator's cab. You got your joysticks, there's even a fire extinguisher in there somewhere. There you go, right there. Right, there's not enough. There it is. See the fire extinguisher. You even have a little windshield wiper in front and behind the cab guard. And then you also have your huge side window. So you do get a lot of visibility on this. I'm not sure if that thing on the side's a radio antenna, because I know on the real machine it can be equipped with a radio antenna. It can be equipped with AM/FM CD. These are all things I learned from the spec book. So now we're gonna go put down the cab in a minute. Then under here you have your all your detailing, like the hydraulic detailing, your cylinder that controls the cab, and you have your all your pumps and such. Now there's just like a little problem with that black pump. It's supposed to be a little rounder on the larger model, like on the real model. It's supposed to go down to like there. I'm sorry that shot was dark. But and then the other thing is, I don't know why they put this screw in the back. Like, I know it's to hold the back on, but or to hold the cab, but why not just glue it? So I don't understand. I don't know if they were just lazy there or what. So then here you got your airlines and some small warning labels. Now we're gonna go put this cab in transport mode. And then you just go lay the cab down on the cab rest. You extend the stick and drop the boom a little bit. Now you go reposition that little hydraulic line so it looks like it meets up with that. Then that little clip thing that's supposed to go on the tub. It's a little easier when you have like the rounder side like that, and then your grapple just goes in like that. Then I did forget to mention that you have a rear step, and you got all your lights, no license plate spot, all that stuff. And you also have some Vermeer, then that step folds up for transport, and you have the Vermeer branded mud flaps. So now the final thing to do to go put this in transport mode, totally in transport mode, would be to go put up the little legs down there, and then those you just push them up. I'll show you if I can just find something to prop this on. Alright, I know, I wish I had the little stand for my iPod, but it's plugged in, so I can't really show you. But yeah, you just push those up, then you're good. Then you just go fold this in. Then you go take up your landing gears and go hook it on to the back of your Peterbilt tractor. And since I'm almost at my 15-minute limit, I don't have time to go do the Peterbilt review. I don't have time to review the Peterbilt, but like, I know that would take a minute, so just a little bit. So I wish I could do it, but I can't. And one last thing is, I forgot to mention that this model features excellent suspension. It's like among the best that I've ever seen. And then I do like yellow better. This model is available in white and green. I just think green is ugly. White is nice looking, but I like yellow because that's all I've ever seen Vermeer equipment in. I've never seen it in any other color. I didn't know they even made it in other colors. I didn't even know they made it in other colors. And here it's the assembly guide.